Hello there, church. This is Pastor Jeremy. I hope that as you're watching this, that you're doing well, that you're healthy, that you're happy. I'm grateful to be able to share with you some of the next steps that we're taking together as a congregation as we journey together through the challenges of this pandemic that we're living through. Recently, our church council and church leaders met together, and we had a chance to review the survey responses that over 190 of you submitted to us, just in helping us to gauge where we are right now and what are some of the things that we're able to do and how can we best minister both to the folks in our congregation and in our community. Based on those discussions, I'm excited to share with you some of the next steps that we're going to be taking beginning in the month of October. We're excited already that some of those next steps have begun this last week with the start of Wednesday night takeout. It was amazing to see so many of you. We had over 125 orders that were either picked up or delivered that night, and we're hopeful that even more of you, as we continue on, are going to be able to take advantage of that. It was great to wave to you in your cars. It was great to take food to some of you. So we're excited, and we believe that Wednesday night takeout is going to be a really important part of our ministry together over the next couple months. We also, beginning on Sunday, October 4th, the first Sunday in October, are going to be making some really exciting and significant changes in our worship. First of all, we're going to be making a change to our online service. To this point, we have been airing a pre-recorded service each week that's been premiering on Sunday morning at 8:45 on our website and at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning on YouTube. Well, beginning that first Sunday in October, we're instead going to be having a live stream of a service held in the sanctuary each Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Now, that service will still include some pre-recorded elements, like some choir anthems that have been recorded remotely. We may be having some of our worship leaders still be recording their parts of the service remotely. But the core and spine of the service will be taking place live at that time at 11 a.m. And you'll be able to watch it and participate from home, still on our YouTube channel, or we anticipate on our website. But in addition to having that live stream that would go up at 11 a.m. each Sunday morning, we also are going to be having a limited number of folks who are able to come back into the sanctuary and worship in person at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. And we're really excited about that return to the sanctuary for even a limited number of us. What we're going to be asking some of you to do is to sign in advance online to help us limit that number. You'll be receiving a link through email and on our website through which you can sign up for that, and we'll also offer a calling option. And for those who may not be able to fit into the sanctuary at that 11 a.m. time, we're also planning to offer an overflow in the fellowship hall where we will have a projector or screen set up and you can watch the service live along with other people here in our building. Yeah, we're really excited about this, and we believe it's a significant first step as we get closer to being able to have this sanctuary filled again with people praising God. Now, we wanted you to know that in addition to that 11 a.m. in-person and live stream service, we're also going to continue to be offering our 8:45 outdoor service and our 6:30 p.m. outdoor service every Sunday as long as the weather can allow. And we're offering that especially for folks that, may not be comfortable yet being inside with other people. So that will also be an option that you can take part in worship, and that will be a good option for you. As we do share in some of these gatherings in October, we have updated our Healthy Gatherings Covenant, which are the promises that we're making to one another as we gather in this time. And you'll be receiving a copy of that Healthy Gatherings Covenant through our newsletter this coming week. It still is very similar to the covenant we've been abiding by. The core of the ways we're going to keep one another healthy is through wearing masks when we're on our church campus, by keeping a social distance from each other, and by washing our hands. Really, if you're coming to our church to do anything for now, we're asking you to continue wearing a mask unless you are seated outside at least 6 feet apart. And this is just a step we're continuing to take, not even just for each of us, but for other people that may come who may have vulnerable health conditions. There may come a time where we relax that a little bit, but we don't think we're quite there yet. And we believe that as long as you're willing to keep wearing masks and keeping your distance and washing your hands, that we can meet together safely in this way. In addition to that change in our Healthy Gatherings covenant, we're also able now to allow a group of up to 25 people to gather in the fellowship hall. And so we've been able to increase the maximum size of our gatherings. Now, some of our other rooms are still a little too small to have that many people gather because you still have to be able to social distance. But we do anticipate that maybe in this next month we might see some more groups that might decide to meet inside wearing masks in a socially distanced way. Among those groups might be some of your small groups, whether a Sunday school class or a journey group or a study that you're a part of. We know that probably for many of our groups, there won't be everybody who's able to participate in person together. And so one of the things we're looking into is creating one or two hybrid rooms where it's a little easier for one part of the group to gather in person and still be connected with people through Zoom who may be participating at home. We're hopeful to have some of those spaces available here in October. And what we're hoping that you might do in your groups is to begin some conversations together. Are we ready to gather in person? You might consider beginning outside on one of the fields as maybe the safest option that the most people could attend now. We may also need to get creative with your small group if you're wanting to meet in person, where maybe one week you'll meet in person and the next week you'll have a Zoom call again. Or maybe you're able to meet in one of those hybrid rooms and be able to connect in that way. We're going to need to be flexible in this next phase of our regathering, where you may not be able to meet at the same time that you've been used to if you're trying to get a room. And you may not be able to meet in the same room you're used to because it's a little too small. But we're just going to bear with each other through that and continue to be open to the Spirit. Our hope is that sometime in the near future, we're going to be gathering those of you who are Sunday school leaders and journey group leaders and have a conversation with you about this, about where you are as a group and what you may need going forward. But we're excited about this possibility as well, that some of our groups might begin here as we enter the end of September and October, meeting together in person more often. Y'all, there are some other things you'll find out more as we move into October. One last thing I wanted to tell you about is a new platform for communication and information that our church is going to be using that is called Realm. You're going to be hearing more about this in the next few months, but basically Realm is a kind of cloud-based application through which members of our church can access information about the church, share their own information about the church, and through which we can communicate with each other better. We really believe that Realm is going to be in some ways a game changer for our digital presence and for the ways that we connect with each other, and especially for the ways that we connect with younger generations. So you're going to be hearing more about Realm as we go into October. We're going to be talking with some of our group leaders and showing them how to use Realm so that they can introduce it to their groups. And we're going to be training some people in some of its features. But we hope you'll get excited with us about that. And if this pandemic has taught us anything, it's one of the things it's taught us is about the importance of being able to communicate in new and creative ways. We really think that Realm is going to set us up to be able to communicate in some new and creative ways, both throughout this fall and winter, when it's hard to know exactly where we're going to find ourselves, but also into the future long term. So church, we're excited about these next steps. We're excited about Wednesday night takeout. We're excited to have a live stream service at 11 beginning on October 4th. We're excited about in-person worship on that same day and continuing outdoor worship. We're excited about our updated covenant and about small groups meeting, and we're excited about Realm. And we look forward to taking these next steps together as a congregation and to continuing the mission and ministry of Christ in this place. Again, we hope you're all well, and we look forward to seeing you soon, whether that's online or in person. May our Lord bless you and keep you.